Hi, folks. Okay, so apparently I misstated something in my last video. I stated that the suspicious call from Scott Taddick, or to Scott Taddick, was at 2:41 p.m. and that was actually wrong information on my part. I apologize to everybody. I'm sorry. It was right after bath time, and my brain was like seriously starting to shut down of its own accord. Drool was getting ready to come out. But I wanted to correct a few things. I wanted to tell you why it's still significant regardless, okay? So here we go. Blackberry EOS. I plug so many different products. How am I not sponsored yet? Okay, so the call was not from. It was not an incoming call. It was an outgoing call. And it was to a number that is now associated with Scott Taddick. And I'm still running that down because Scott Taddick and Barb Janda at the time had two numbers that were similar. They were off by one digit from each other, okay? Here's the thing though, folks. The number that is quoted at the call that came in was not at 2:41 p.m. The call was outgoing and it was at 11:43 a.m. Now, here's why it's significant, folks. The Denny motion was already in effect. On day 12 of the trial, on page 208, towards the bottom, you will see where Jerry Buting attempts to question the witness, the manager of the Singular store in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, on that specific call. That call, however, was not allowed to be questioned. Kratz objected, citing third-party liability under the Denny motion. That's why it's significant, folks. Okay, yes, that number was included on the Auto Trader referral form that was faxed to Teresa the morning of October 31st of 2005. It was listed as Barb Janda's number on that Auto Trader form. I'm still running down whether that's actually the correct number for Barb Janda's house or not. Just because it says so in one of Kratz's little prepared forms doesn't mean shit to me. What matters to me is who actually owned that number at the time, and the only way to find that out is to sure as fuck not go through Kratz's records. But what is important here, it went out. What is important here is the fact that when Counsel Buting attempted to question the witness with regards to who this number belonged to and the significance or anything really regarding that specific call, Kratz objected, citing third-party liability under the Denny motion. Now, if it was something so simple as Stephen Avery having called her earlier that morning to that number or from that number, why would Kratz not want that cited, and why would he not want the witness to answer that question? See, it's not just who the number belongs to. It has to do with the whole testimony surrounding that phone number on that day and why Kratz objected. What was known about that call that Kratz didn't want the jury to hear? That's my question to you folks. That number, you will see it. Go to day 12 of the trial. The testimony for this specific witness starts on page 194. Kratz objected heavily throughout the entire testimony of this specific witness, citing a lot of the time third-party liability and or whether or not Counsel Buting was arguing that Teresa Halbach was alive on November 2nd. What's going on with that phone call, that specific phone call that Kratz doesn't want the jury to hear? And why would it be significant if it was just Teresa Halbach returning the call to Barb Janda's house and leaving a phone message? See where I'm going with this, folks? It's very suspicious. I'm trying to get you guys to understand and to think and to look at all of the little thingies surrounding it. That's what's going on with that specific phone call and why it's so significant. So I apologize for misstating. It was not the 241 call. It was 11:53 that call was made from Teresa Hallbach to that number. The 241 call was the last call with a cell phone ping from a cell tower, and that showed her near the Zipperer residence. That's the significance of the 241 call. I can't find a reference to the phone number on that one anywhere. I'm still looking on that. So if anybody knows any information, that would be great to give me. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you soon.